Hey guys, I've been trying to record this video about Manila and Sahara and the Vixen, and it's so hard. It's got me really upset. I had a boyfriend who passed away suddenly as well, just as Manila and Sahara did. My boyfriend passed away from suicide, but not Sahara passed away from illness. But it's a terrible thing to lose somebody. And you guys might be able to relate to this, but it's a terrible thing to lose somebody that you care about in any circumstance. That was the first major loss that I'd ever happened to me, and it was devastating. It turned my life upside down for years, and I'm forever a changed person. I can't imagine what I would have done if the Vixen had tweeted me about my deceased boyfriend. I think Manila handled it so well. I think it's not really fair when somebody has a big platform like that to just tweet. It's triggered so many people. It's triggered me. It's triggered people who have messaged me, who have commented on my posts, and the Vixen's losing followers on social media. Her apology, like, she even said she wanted to hurt Manila, but she may have wanted to hurt Manila, but she hurt other people as well. If y'all are wondering why Alexis Stone is in this thumbnail, like, what does she have to do with it? So Alexis Stone had some drama with Miss Fame after DragCon, and I had made a video about it. And then subsequent to that, months later, Alexis had gotten a lot of plastic surgery, and when the Miss Fame drama went down, I had discovered that I was blocked by Alexis, like, before I made the video. So never heard from her or anything. Figured she didn't really care or whatever. So she had some plastic surgery, and I posted a meme, which was wrong of me to do. I was trying to illustrate how painful plastic surgery can be because she's still in the healing process. And she found the meme and messaged me or commented to me on the post from her boy account. I was gonna say, I don't like to put that out there. I don't like to, like, have it out in social media, you know, just like, I'm not the Vixen, right? So I was gonna say, hey, let's DM. And before I could even do that, I got a message from her saying, let's DM. And so we ended up actually on a Skype call because it was, like, just too much to type out and everything. And whereas I do not forgive her for how she acted towards Miss Fame, I will say that she's now sober because of that. And she has a really good video that she put up about all of that drama. Not when I made the video about her, but I guess, you know, in the weeks following, I had found out that she also had a partner who had passed away from suicide a little bit more recently than mine. So I've been through that healing process. I felt for her, and we talked about that. And then she made her most recent video kind of trying to make amends for her past behavior and to change her behavior. And I can only commend that. You know, striving to be a better person, we all should do that. She's answering questions that people had submitted. The question was, you know, what is one thing that you most regret? And she goes into her boyfriend's suicide and how she regrets that they were in a fight at the time, and she didn't even find out about it until someone had messaged her on social media. I immediately felt like, wow, like, I have got to, even though I just talked to her like 3 days before, I was like, I have got to get back in touch with her. Because we had talked a little bit about losing somebody, but we hadn't really talked about it. So I got back in touch with her, and I was like, yeah, I really feel that. And it's, you know, we talked about the guilt that you feel when you lose somebody, and I can only imagine that Manila might have felt like the same guilt losing Sahara, where, you know, even if there was nothing you could do, you feel like you should have done something. So we talked about that, and this was like literally Saturday. Then Sunday, what do I wake up to is Jake FaceTiming me, telling me what the Vixen said and all of that. And so immediately my mind goes back to the interview that I had with Manila and the piece that I did and Eternal Queen, all that stuff that had kind of filed away. It all came back to the surface. So one person out there making an insensitive tweet attempting to hurt Manila, the Vixen, I mean, I've met her. She might have not even remember meeting me. She wasn't trying to hurt me, but she did. She wasn't trying to hurt Alexis Stone, but she did. Alexis has already messaged me this morning, and we've been talking about it, and it's wrong. And it's wrong how she treated Manila. She should be apologizing profusely. Maybe I shouldn't use words with more than 3 syllables. I'm sorry, I haven't really slept very much because of this. I go to physical therapy for an injury that I have. I couldn't even concentrate. I know Sahara went to performing arts high school in Texas. She went to the same performing arts school as Sahara Davenport and Laganja, but at some point in her childhood she lived in this area. To know that people I know that I worked with her as a child, is like, they suffered that loss too. The whole organization suffered that loss. The whole RuPaul's Drag Race fandom suffered that loss. Like, even as Manila said, you know, Sahara is our angel. As far as I know, the only Drag Race girl to have passed away, and she was only 27 years old, and nobody expected it, and probably least of all Manila. When the show was on, when the Vixen season was on, I wasn't so into her. When the finale came around, I was like, wow, I really get her. I feel for her. She walked out. Like, she could have gone to the finale and been like, right, I'm gonna be here. This is what Drag Race is about, and no matter what they throw at me, I have now grown and matured, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna show everybody that I'm a different person, and get to say what I came to say. But instead, she ran and she left, and I understood it at the time. I felt like, well, you know, they brought her there to attack her, and I was on her side. And when I went to see her perform at War on the Catwalk, I thought she was great. I posted a video of her. People were on there dragging her. You can see the poster still up. I don't think I deleted any of those comments. I felt like her performance was good. They were saying her costume looked cheap. I didn't think that at all. If I thought she looked bad, I would not have posted it. I met her afterwards at the merch meet and greet, and she was very nice. Like, if I didn't like her on her season, it doesn't mean like I don't like her as a person. It just meant like I didn't like her on TV. I walked away from that show thinking, you know, the live show, thinking she's all right. Like, I got her. You know, whatever. But now I don't have her. I don't know what she can do to repair that with me. Maybe that doesn't matter to her. With you guys, with all the people it's posted on my Instagram, there's so many negative comments on there about her. Like, people are really disgusted with her. I guess I'm not this is like the worst thing, is like what your parents say. It's like, I'm not so much disgusted with her as disappointed. And for me, in my healing process, you know, like, I was very much primed to be upset by that tweet, just by the fact that I had just the day before, talked to Alexis and told her, because she very bravely told in a video all the circumstances that happened with her boyfriend's death, where I haven't even spoken that out loud to maybe 3 or 4 people, one of which is her. I can't put that in a video. I don't have that strength to have that out there. But that conversation had taken place. And there I was. That was the first thing I saw the next morning, or heard the next morning, from Jake. And by the way, you should go check out Jake's video, Expose Queen, because it's got all the tweets, it's got all the receipts. This is just a me talking to you video. I don't want to put all that other stuff in there. Everybody knows the story by now. If you don't, go check it out on Expose Queen. I feel bad because I feel like other people are upset. Maybe there's something wrong with me where I'm more upset for other people than I am for myself, or maybe I'm just farther along in my healing. But I just keep using Alexis as the example because I had just talked to her, and, you know, getting sober is a very difficult process, and I hate to see people who are trying so hard to heal from the many, many things that they've been through, like, really putting that effort in, and then something comes along from somebody directed at an entirely different person, but it sets them off because it was that insensitive. Alexis told me that after her partner had died, she went to the pub and a person made an insensitive remark, and she got upset and threw a drink in their face. And I got so upset when she told me that I put myself in that place. And I could only imagine, I didn't imagine myself throwing a drink in that person's face. I imagined myself flying across the room like a superhero, grabbing them around the neck and clotheslining them like a football player down to the ground. And that was kind of the exact same emotional response when I saw the Vixen's tweet and heard about it, for how she was treating Manila. It really angered me and upset me. And if she did for some reason mention my deceased loved one in a tweet, in a post, in any manner, I would probably be even more angry. All right, well, listen, I've kind of rambled long enough. I just needed to share that with you guys because I wanted everybody to know how I felt, because it affected me. And If it affected you, I encourage you to share that. People need to know that they can't just go around saying stupid stuff to hurt people, because it hurts other people who are entirely innocent in the situation. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Drag Sense, your Deb. I'll be back very soon with another video, hopefully a little bit more lighthearted. Bye, everybody. Have a great day, and hit me up on social media if you need to talk about this.